The following program was paid for by Latino Cleveland.
This program was made possible by Global Cleveland, supporting the growth of Northeast Ohio's Hispanic community.
Este programa es hecho gracias a Global Cleveland, respaldando el crecimiento de la comunidad hispana en el noreste de Ohio.
Welcome to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. I'm Myra Rosario, and I'm happy again that you can join us. Today we have a great show lined up for you. I will be taking you to meet a Latino symphony composer. We'll be learning about diabetes prevention and treatment. Danny will be taking us behind the scenes on a local food truck. And we have a very special young lady in studio who is making a real difference in the community. But first, we have this morning with us a special guest from Cleveland State University, who is our educational sponsor, Lehfeldt. She's here to speak to us about the honors program. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Can you share with our audience what you do for Cleveland State?
Sure. I'm the interim director of the Jack, Joseph, and Morton Mandel Honors College. And the Honors College has within it an honors program and a scholars program.
Okay. How big is this program?
It's about 550 students between the two programs. The honors program is the more selective of the two, and we also have a sort of sister program called the scholars program, which offers some of the same opportunities to other high-achieving students.
So what's the difference between honors and scholars?
Sure. The honors program, the admissions requirements are a little bit higher. You need either a 30 on the ACT or to be in the top 10% of your graduating class for us to consider your application. If you are admitted to the honors program, you get a 4-year full tuition scholarship.
Wow.
Yes, very generous scholarship.
That,
okay, sure. If you're admitted to the honors program, you get a 4-year tuition scholarship. So as long as you stay in good academic standing, we will continue to support your progress. Students in the honors program also get access to specialized advising. We have special sections of courses that are set aside just for honors students. We also have special facilities within the honors college for the students, including a very nice student lounge that has kitchen facilities, computers, a printer, that sort of thing.
So for the honors and scholars program, what sets Cleveland State apart?
Well, I think what sets us apart is some honors programs require students to follow a particular set of academic requirements, but we let students major in anything they want to. CSU has over 200 majors and programs, and students in the honors or scholars program can pursue any major they want. So finance, biology, chemical engineering, nursing, history, whatever you want to major in, there is a specific set of requirements. Each department has created a specific set of requirements for honors students or scholars students going through that program.
Now you have an upcoming event?
We do. We have a spring open house on March 28th, and we would love to see as many students, parents come down to CSU, get a chance to see our beautiful downtown campus, our new student center, our state-of-the-art rec center, plus learn more about all of our academic programs.
Okay, so to learn more about the open house and to apply.
Yes, okay, so to apply. So to learn more about the open house, just go to the CSU webpage. It's all over the webpage. To apply to the Honors or Scholars program, you need to do two things. You need to apply to CSU, you need to do a CSU application, and then you need to apply specifically to the honors program, and all of our application materials are on the website.
Great. Well, Liz, thank you so much for joining us today, and we will also have that link on latinocleveland.com. When we return, I will be taking you to meet a very interesting Latino composer, so stay tuned. We will be right back for more Yo Soy Latino Cleveland after this. Welcome back to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. Now, many of you remember that we had a local conductor from Chagrin Orchestra a few months ago. He spoke to us about a Latino symphony composer with a really interesting background. He was self-taught. I had the opportunity to meet this composer the other day. It was phenomenal, so let's go take a look. Hi, I'm Myra Rosario, and I am so happy, this is amazing, to be here with Felix, a composer that has performed at the Chagrin Valley Little Theater. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for having me.
No, when I heard this story, I was just like, we have to share this with our audience. Do you mind sharing with our audience where you're from and what exactly you do?
Yes, so I'm from Texas. I live in Austin, but I grew up south of Texas, a city called Laredo.
Okay.
And I have been in music since I was a teenager. I've gone from performing in bands to touring, and then I decided I wanted to do some film composing and do some orchestral composing. And
so what exactly is film composing? What do you mean by that?
So I'll work on music, underscore music for film or commercials and stuff like that. Okay, gotcha. And now I do orchestra. I just want to do it all. So.
Right. So where's your family from?
So both my grandparents were from Mexico.
Okay.
And my mom from Texas, first generation, American. So.
Right. So the fascinating part of this story is that you never wrote a symphony before. Can you share that with our audience?
I never wrote a single note in my life until about maybe 8 years ago. I was playing in bands, and I just got fed up with playing, punk rock, really basic music.
Right.
I just think that my musical soul wanted more.
Nice.
And it was just gravitating. It was just a natural thing. I didn't really think in my head, oh, I need to do something else. I just felt something pulling me. And we were touring in Boston. We were going 30-hour drive all the way back to Austin, and 30 days on the road, for my best friends, smelling, needing showers, just the road, the DIY life, and we were all at each other's throats. Right. So I turned on the classical music because I didn't want us to fight. At this point, I had no interest in classical music. Everyone fell asleep was a goal.
Wow.
And when they fell asleep, I started to hear these things in the music that just captivated me.
Now you have a documentary that kind of shares this incredible story, right?
That's correct. It's called The Curse and the Symphony, and it screened at the Chagrin Documentary Festival last year. I think everything involving this project is really scary.
It's going to be playing here in Cleveland again, right?
That's right. That's right. It is playing in mid-April at another film festival.
Okay, great. Now, if our audience would like to hear your music or just invest in the music, how could they get a hold of you?
You can go to my website, which is electrokestrel.com.
Okay.
And I love to hear from people too. I love to meet people and share with them. All the music's on there. You can also Google Nathan Felix or The Curse, the Cross, and the Lion, which is the name of the symphony. So.
Okay. Wonderful. Well, like I said, it's been such a privilege to meet you, and I'll definitely be checking out that documentary. It's just an incredible, fascinating story, so thank you.
Yes, thank you. I feel like we...
Yes, definitely. That's what Latinos do. So thank you for being here, and just stay tuned for more Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. Welcome back to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. I'm excited to have with us now a special guest from the Cleveland Clinic, our health sponsor, to speak to us about diabetes. Dr. Rodriguez, how are you?
Good. Hi, Myra. How are you? Thank you for having me.
No problem. So share with our audience again. I know you were here last week. Where are you from?
So I'm from Venezuela. I'm a general and bariatric surgeon. I did my training here in the United States. I was very fortunate to train at the Cleveland Clinic, and now, I have even the biggest honor of serving our community here in Cleveland.
All right, thank you so much for that too. Now, we're here to talk about diabetes. Can you share with our audience diabetes, what it is, and, especially related to the Latino community?
Sure. So diabetes is a very big health problem in the United States. And especially in the Hispanic community, when you look at the incidence of diabetes, it's higher than the average population. So it's one of the populations that has a higher risk of diabetes. So when you look at the number, about 17% of Hispanics in the United States are diabetics. Yeah. But specifically for people from Puerto Rico and Mexico, it's even higher.
Wow.
Yes.
Why is that?
So it's a very complex problem because it has a combination of poor diet, lack of exercise. There's also a higher incidence of other medical problems that are related, such as obesity, which we talked about last week, and also high blood pressure. And it's not a population that's eager to seek preventive medical attention.
Right.
So usually when they get diagnosed, it's a little bit late into the process.
Well, I mean, what are some of the signs and symptoms that our audience can look for?
So some of the early signs and symptoms of diabetes, which are classically described as just being more hungry than usual, being more thirsty than usual, and even though that you're eating more, you're actually losing weight.
Wow.
So those are some of the classical things. But I think the key in this topic is not to wait for those symptoms, it's actually to look for what's called the pre-diabetes state, and early detection is key.
Now, what are some of the consequences for ignoring this?
So the consequences are very devastating because diabetes affects many organs in the body, like the heart, the brain, the kidneys, your feet. So it can have very devastating effects, especially when it's combined with other problems like obesity or high blood pressure.
Wow, okay. So if our audience wants to learn more or come talk to your doctors, where can they go? Where should they get this information from?
So we have excellent resources. Lutheran Hospital has put together a Hispanic clinic where we have preventive care, and it's a great resource for our patients to go. Also, there's a study that I want to mention. It's called the D2D study, and there's a website. It's d2dstudy.org, where it's a national study, and they're looking at ways of preventing diabetes by vitamin supplementation.
Wow.
And the important thing is that there's a tool on the website which helps you determine if you're at risk for developing diabetes, and also part of the medical care related to this is covered by the study. So it's a great asset for some of our underserved Hispanic population.
Okay, so before we go, what website can they get that information from?
It's d2dstudy.org.
Okay, well, thank you for coming, Dr. Rodriguez.
Thank you for having me.
For more information, you can also visit LatinoCleveland.com. Now, when we return, Danny will be taking us behind the scenes inside of a food truck, Barrio food truck, something you don't see every day, so make sure you stay tuned for more Yo Soy Latino Cleveland after this.
Mi gente, Danny Orellana here with Yo Soy Latino Cleveland, and I've hit the streets. I'm here with my friends Justin and Ryan, and we're inside Barrio Tacos food truck. How cool is this? Ryan, why don't you tell us a little bit more of what we got going on here?
Sure. Well, we're taking you into a rare glimpse inside of our food truck. Normally everybody just gets to get what they want out the back.
Right.
But today we're inside here, and Chef Justin here is going to be making up a chicken taco. And our chicken is a 16 spice blend rub marinated chicken. So he's going to be cooking that up for us. This is our one food truck. We just purchased another one, so we're going to have two around town all summer long. We're always doing events. We also have catering. Now we have 4 stores. We have our original location in Tremont on Literary. We have our location here in Lakewood, right on Madison. We just opened one downtown, right on Prospect. And then we also, as soon as the baseball season starts, we're going to be in Progressive Field. So
I can go to the game and catch you guys inside the stadium?
That's right.
Is that right? Now I hear that if I want to do a birthday party or if I'm having some type of shindig going on, and I want you guys to be a part of my event, how can I go about doing that?
Basically, you can call either one of the stores, or you can go on our website. Our area director, Jay Colley, he is one who deals with all the food truck events. So you just get in touch with him, and he can set anything up. We can do anything from little to small, or little to big. We'll get everything set up, and we'll show up at your property wherever you want to do it. And we just open the doors and start serving tacos.
Nothing better than having fresh, hot tacos
Exactly.
right on the spot.
Exactly,
there.
right in your backyard.
So, like you did say, we have a little bit more of locations and things going on.
Sure.
You also do different type of pop-up type of things. Where can they find that?
Like we're at Blossom all summer long for all the concert series. We're also down at Edgewater for Edgewater Live on Thursday nights. And basically anything that we can get our food truck out to, we do all summer long. And now here we have the chicken taco. We also have our Barrio slaw that goes on top, our corn salsa, Chihuahua cheese, and a chipotle crema.
This thing is just packed with flavors. Ladies and gentlemen, you've got to try these.
Yeah, we also have we do fresh chorizo, house-made chorizo. We do our beef, and you can have any of these things for your catering events. So if you look through our menu, see something you like, we'll do it for you.
All right, and now, where can they find you online again?
BarrioTacos.com.
Any social media?
Well, we also are on Twitter. We also do Facebook all the time. So we're pretty much out there anywhere.
I know you're mobile, so
yeah,
that best place to get you is online.
Sure.
All right, Ryan, Justin, thanks for having me. How cool is it to be on the truck?
Happy to have you.
Thank you.
Hey, for more information, log on to LatinoCleveland.com and stay tuned for more. Yo soy Latino Cleveland.
GED is so important because it will allow you to have better jobs, it will allow you to go to college, and you will be successful. GED is very important if you want to better yourself. Sometimes people think that having a GED is not that important, that they can find jobs easily, but it's really important nowadays if you want to improve yourself and provide a good opportunity to your family as well. The process is you first have to register or schedule yourself for an orientation, and once you attend the orientation, you will be given information about the program, you will have to complete some forms, and also you will be given a test so we can place you in the class that you will need to take. We offer ESOL classes, and if you are not that familiar with the English, we can also provide classes for you to improve your skills and be ready to take the official test. If you are interested in our program, if you want to take GED classes, you can go online to our webpage, www.tryc.edu/GED, or you can call us at 216-987-3029. We also have offices in Euclid, in Lakewood, Cleveland Heights, Metropolitan Campus, and Eastern Campus. It's never too late to register and improve yourself. Nunca es tarde para registrarte, so no pierdas más tiempo, regístrate hoy.
Welcome back. And now I'm excited to have our next guest in studio. She's an inspiration to all of us. She started her own fun organization at 9 years old. With us now we have Nadia Cruz and her mother, Renee Cruz. How are you guys?
Good.
Good. Nadia, tell us about yourself.
Well, I go to Hill Road Elementary in Painesville, Ohio. My dad was from Puerto Rico, and that's why I'm here.
Nice. How old are you?
I'm 9 years old.
What grade are you in?
Fourth.
Fourth grade. That's incredible. So you started an organization that's called Nadia's Soft Smiles.
Yes.
Will you share with our audience what that is?
Yeah, it's a charity. I collect socks for homeless, and I've done a few things now, and I still have been collecting socks for them.
Now, why socks? What inspired you to do that?
Socks. My teacher helped me pick out socks, and we just started collecting from there.
Wow. So Renee, you must be really proud of your daughter.
Yes, we're very proud of her. The reason why socks were picked is socks are the #1 thing that homeless people need, and you don't think about it because socks are just something that you take for granted, a warm pair of socks on your feet. So her teacher was trying to help her think of something that would be easy for a fourth grader to collect. Her teacher, Mrs. Rolls, said that Nadia is one of the most empathetic children that she ever met. And Nadia's first goal was 200 pairs of socks. in November, and she collected 822 pairs of socks over the holidays. So she's collected since then well over 1,000 pairs of socks, and she's gotten a lot of donations as well, which we buy socks and donate. So she's worked with Hope's Chest, Laura's Home, Sub-Zero, the 2nd District in Cleveland, and currently we're working with Metro Hospital to collect socks for women.
Wow.
That have been victimized.
So Nadia, how does that make you feel?
Well, it makes me feel pretty good because I like to help a lot of people.
Right. So how can the audience get involved? You guys have a GoFundMe, you're raising funds, collecting socks. What are you guys doing? How can we help?
Well, you can either help me collect socks, or you can always send money into my GoFundMe account, and I can always buy socks for them.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. This is great. So if you want, for our audience, you can go to GoFundMe now, and it's under Nadia's Soft Smiles for a donation so she can continue to do this great work in the community. Thank you, Nadia. For more information about today's episode or the link to GoFundMe, you can always check us out online at latinocleveland.com. So next week, we want to again have another informative, great show planned for you. So make sure you join us here every Saturday at 11 a.m. for Yo Soy Latino Cleveland.
Yes.